2, 1. The Nasty Show.
Okay, we back. My guest today, Adam22 from the Come Up.
What's up?
How you doing, dog?
How's it going, Nasty? I just want to say that I like what you're saying about how you're bringing a girl on for every episode now, but I just want to say that I thought ahead and I brought my own model with me, so.
You fucking did, man. I didn't expect anything less. You're beautiful. You got nice teeth. Your haircut's right where it needs to be. But,
thank you. I appreciate it.
And this is obviously your taste right here, huh?
Yeah, kind of like goth, early 90s.
Yeah.
She looks like she could be, you know, Marilyn Manson's girlfriend from the 90s or something, maybe.
Shut up.
Totally. What's your name, sweetheart?
It's Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Nice voice.
Thank you.
She smokes a lot of weed.
It's like that.
We smoke a lot of weed, so.
I'm only a couple years away from Patty and Selma, though, so it's hot right now.
He's probably never seen The Simpsons.
I was like, yeah.
Just wait.
That voice is amazing. You don't ever want to text her. You just want to straight hear her voice, huh?
Yeah. Oh, actually, we're probably exclusively texting, but
we're big texters.
We're very busy.
But you like the text comes off in her voice, so it sounds the same?
Yeah, I can imagine it in my head.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Wow.
Tries.
Yeah, you look evil. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
You look.
She's got a Wednesday Addams.
You got
vibe,
dark
right?
brown eyes, black hair.
I'm very sweet.
I don't know if I can. And you're with this guy. I don't know.
I know. He's a jerk.
She don't mean it.
I love it.
No, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, Adam. So those of you who don't know BMX that are tuning into this show, you know, I'm a professional athlete. I ride BMX, and my buddy Adam here, he invented well, one of the most popular websites out there.
The most popular.
Is it the?
I'm gonna give it the yeah.
Okay, and that's huge, man. That says a fucking lot. These little young pricks are pretty picky on what they want, like what's cool, and if you're a douche or not. And
the young pricks love us. We got all the young pricks, right? And that's what you're chasing, man. You want me to announce something right now? Actually, is that the Come Up Instagram just hit 100,000 followers. Damn. So that's a pretty big accolade.
And that's fucking hard to get followers. Nobody wants to fucking follow anybody. They're like, fuck you, I hate you.
Yeah, it's tough out here,
you suck. You know? So to get like that many pricks to follow you is fucking brilliant.
They are little pricks. Like if you ever actually read the comments, there's definitely something fucking wrong with most of them, but you know.
It's really frustrating when I post like a really beautiful picture of myself because I am quite beautiful. And I see Adam post a picture of a cat. Right. And it gets 8,000 likes in
it's the cat. It's like a very famous cat. So
an hour, and I get like 700. Huh? I feel like a chump.
I do. I have a kind of like a famous internet guy named Tony.
That's because
he's back.
Guys are haters, and they you know.
No, girls are haters. Most of my followers are girls. They just want to see what I'm up to and copy me. Yeah. They don't want to like me because if they like me, I show up in their feed, and then all the dudes that follow them can see what they're liking and be like, oh, who's this hot bitch?
There we go.
I do the same thing.
And I feel that's fucking real true.
So it's very true.
You got your hands full, bro.
I mean, she's crafty.
I'm smart.
You guys,
you see why I brought her along. She's very like entertaining.
Yeah. No, they're spicy.
I know. If I was a piece of shit, you would have left me at home.
She could have been a Spice Girl if you asked me. If she was, born in the right era.
Yeah, no shit, huh? L.A.
I'm like scary and posh.
Are you from L.A.?
I'm from Baltimore, but I live here.
East Coast.
We're both from the East Coast. Yeah.
You got yourself an East Coast girl, a good one.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been to jail twice. It's okay.
Perfect. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. And she's probably telling the truth.
Yeah,
I am.
That's why you
she's
like
a thug.
her.
That's why she can roll with us. She gets along great with like Stevie Began, all the little crustaceans that are hanging out around me. She's like a mother figure to him.
That's good because you're like the boss. You know, you're the king. I mean, you run the site. These niggas know where it's coming from, and you got to walk around with the queen.
Yeah, you got to come correct. You know.
Yeah.
It's like I don't wear jewelry. I don't do the fancy car thing, but you know.
But you're tattooed from head to toe.
And you smoke. Yeah. Well, if you come through with a bunch of blunts rolled and a hot girl, then everybody they'll know where you're coming from.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Fuck corporate America. But because I can't do that shit, you know, I'll get fired.
You got a lot of tattoos too, though. So
that's they can't fire me.
Can I just say the one thing that I always say to you every single time I see you is that when me and my friends were in like 9th grade, we used to like Cory had an interview in BMX Action magazine, and he was with his girl in it, and we used to all just So
I kind of set the pace a little bit.
Yeah. You made me want to grow up to be a baller, I guess. Yeah,
I've heard about this.
It's more or less just naked chicks around you. You don't even have to be cool. You're automatically cool if you got
it'll
hot
do a
girls
lot for you. Yeah.
That are posing and making you look better than you really are. women make, I mean, she's making you look so much fucking cooler. Right?
Exactly. Because how cool can I look with just like
a bunch of tattoos,
black t-shirt, black jeans, you know, what is it? You
it's
know?
pretty cool.
I'm getting paid pretty well,
cool.
so I can't complain.
Well, I asked her, the way I phrased it was just, do you want to be my one-woman entourage for this radio show with a legend in the BMX industry, blah, blah, blah. And she was about it. So
dope.
I told her that you knew Fred
Thanks for
Durst,
coming, you
and
two.
she was about it.
Fred Durst. I fucking used to love him, to be honest.
Yeah, you know who's friends with him is Fuzzy.
Yeah.
Just kidding, I didn't. I just want to go on the record and say I never sucked Fred Durst's dick.
Oh,
there's the soundbite right there.
That's all we needed. Thanks for coming, guys. See you later. No, I like him because all his songs are about his fucking relationships, and he's just aggro.
Break stuff.
He's a deep guy, yeah.
Yeah, and I think I was going through that stage.
Counterfeit.
Yeah, exactly.
Fred Durst was a big inspiration for OSS.
Now I know you want to hate me, right?
Yeah, 100%.
I wish he was still around screaming some shit.
He is. He's signed to Young Money. He has like a video with Lil Wayne that came out like a year ago.
Is it good, eh?
No, it's not good, but it exists.
Yeah.
He's doing stuff.
He's doing something. He's like 50.
Yeah, maybe he'll come back like
40.
Britney Spears.
I think that's behind him.
I saw her on a big billboard in Vegas.
No.
Really?
She's got her own show now in Vegas.
See, that says a lot, though, that he is considered like decrepit and disgusting, and that she's still thought of as attractive.
No, I don't think
she has a show in Vegas, Adam. Do you know what that means?
I mean, she's
she's
washed up, but
Yeah.
What does that mean?
but she's still doing
Oh,
something.
that means you go to Vegas when you're washed up.
Yeah, it's where old people go and see shows. I mean, that's what they do.
That's where there's like Celine Dion playing like
truth.
every day for 30 days or something.
My mom
For 3
loves
months.
her. My mom must have loved her.
Yeah,
But that's the harsh
Or a
reality.
year.
Damn, you guys are fucking harsh.
That's what happens when me and her hang out. It's just all just spewing negativity
That's
back and
good.
forth about
Nobody-
everyone besides ourselves.
Well, nobody wants to hear like people's good side of like, oh yeah, it's such a great day. And
See, that's what I think that me being on air with you is good for, maybe because like I feel like everybody thinks I'm super negative when they read the shit I write online. But I mean, I certainly am. But I think it comes off differently when it's spoken rather than written.
Yeah, they kind of read you wrong.
Because when you hang out with your friends and you're riding or whatever, what do? You just talk shit on each other, right?
Right, you're just doing it.
But then it reads weird when you look at it online. It's hard to comprehend when you're talking shit about your friend. They think that you're serious because kids don't have that frame of reference necessarily.
There we go. Makes a lot of sense. You're right.
I'm all about tact and delivery. It's really hard to come across
One of my
in text.
Yeah. My teacher when I was a kid told me, she's like, you have no tact. And that's pretty much the story of my life.
Okay, explain that word, that definition to me.
Tact.
Tact.
The way you go about things.
T-A-C-T. It's the way that you say things. It's the way that you
Come off.
put things
You're a tactful
across.
person.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I can say the most awful thing, but the way I say it and the way I look at you and the way I deliver it and the timing and everything, it's just all timing and stuff like that.
I think I have the opposite effect. I think I'm like not meant to be in the shine because everyone regards everything I say as super offensive, even if it is kind of not.
You're like, I hope everybody's
Even
having a
if
great
they can
day.
hear you.
They're like, fuck you, man, you suck. No, but let's go back to the come up, man.
Okay,
How'd you get started? I mean, when I first saw who you were, I'll be honest, Chris Duncan, you came at him.
Yep.
And he's actually, I was visiting him with like 2 weeks ago. He came in and it was actually the ski party here. And everybody thinks he's a fucking weirdo. Okay, one of our buddies,
me included, yeah.
Everybody in our industry. This is the one kid that was a professional athlete, and he nobody, like we were saying, nobody read him right. Like nobody could. He was joking. He'd be funny. He'd say outrageous shit, and nobody really got it.
So you thought he was cool in real life?
Well,
at that time?
I know him because he's from Florida, and I grew up with him, so I know he's a fucking wacko.
Yeah, he seems.
But
tweaked.
he's just wacko. He doesn't do drugs. He's just a weird kid. And now he's actually a stand-up comedian, and he's getting into that whole weirdness. He's actually using his weirdness as,
That seems like it might be a better fit for him.
Totally.
He did invent the quadruple bar spin, just for the record.
Right. But you came at him back in the day and just called him out and like, dude, you're, whatever you did. And that's when I saw him like, so who the fuck is this guy at the balls to just put you in check? Not that, I mean, he's fucking 220 pounds and big as shit, but just like, who would take the time to even like put him in his place? Like,
I went at Chris Duncan because, he used to talk to me all the time on MySpace and then Facebook in the early days. And then he went and he talked to my mom. He like told my mom that I was being mean to him or something like that. And like, I have this problem a lot of times where there's like, kids or just people who feel like they deserve a reaction from me. Like right now I have this fucking handicapped Australian kid named Josh Irvine, and he's
with you?
Nah, I don't like him. I don't like him at all. He's a fucking dickhead. But he comments on everything and he just wants me to like him. He wants me to fucking be cool with him in some way. And he's like this kind of kid, you know, he lies. He says he's sponsored by all these different companies. He probably says he's sponsored by some of your sponsors, whatever. And I didn't plan on talking about this for the record, but
I bring it up.
Yeah,
sorry.
like he's the new Chris Duncan, who's just this fucking dickhead who just demands my attention all the time. But going back, you know, the come up, like basically the way it started was like when I was 20, I was kind of, you know, wrapped up in some bad stuff or whatever. And I moved to New York because I wanted to make BMX DVDs.
Yeah.
And then I got hurt right away. And so I just started playing online poker for like a couple of years. And while I was doing that, I was like every single day, like the two things I've been most interested in my whole life are pretty much BMX and then like rap music, right? Nice. So I would look at this, there was this early rap blog called Now Right. And I would look at that every day while I was playing online poker. And then I would also look at the BMX message boards that were around at the time. And it just kind of occurred to me like, oh, I could run a blog that would be just like this rap blog. And the blog thing, the whole internet blog thing was fucking pretty damn brand new, right? That was, yeah, because this was 2006. And at the time, you know, like there weren't, like all the early blogs, like there weren't any huge blogs. This is like pre-Perez Hilton or TechCrunch or Huffington Post, stuff like that. You know, it was before a lot of companies had really made the switch to online or tried to start emphasizing online. So we had like a huge pathway there where other BMX media companies just really weren't focused online, and we were 100% online. So that's kind of why we were able to, you know, have such a head start, and why we were able to sort of get out in front of a lot of our more well-funded competitors, you know? And now it's the biggest fucking thing out there. We got 125,000 YouTube subscribers. So we have the biggest. So there's two. Explain that, because there's the come up and then there's the TTU. Oh, on YouTube, it's because we had issues where one of our channels got blocked for 6 months or whatever because I accidentally posted a fight between two like 16-year-olds, I believe it was. Oh, yeah. And so they blocked our account for a little while. So I do have two YouTube accounts, or two YouTubes. One has 87,000 and one has 125,000. But we focus on the main one. The other one's just sort of for like random clips and stuff like that, you know. Yo, and then that must take. I mean, I can't even check my fucking emails, dude. Like without, you know, like it just takes so damn long. It's an operation. I mean, we have a pretty big staff at this point, and we're bringing on a. Oh, do you? Yeah, we have, you know, a lot of different bloggers, and like we have the guy who works in the store all the time. We have a full-time video. But you started this yourself, right? Yeah. From you in your house and thought of all this, started it, and then it just kind of went spiraling out of control, and now you have this big fucking. And it took a long time where like I really wasn't ready for the position that I was in the sense that like I didn't, you know, have any kind of training in terms of journalism or how to operate a business or whatever. When I started, I didn't even understand how advertising could potentially make you money on a website, which a lot of people didn't understand at the time because it was a lot more confusing then. Now it's a lot more like laid out for you. But I mean, you're like, oh, you like this? Well, someone's got to pay for this. You know, I was working on it so hard for so long before I even thought about how I could make money on it, you know, for like a couple of years. Well, that's the beauty, because you had to. Yeah, the minute you start thinking about making money off of some good idea, it fucking, it falls through. Yeah. When you're passionate and you're just busy fucking making this thing dope. Yeah. Same with kind of writing. It's like, what's the quote is, everything starts out as a movement, turns into a business, and then ends up a racket. Nice. So that's me prophesizing my own business's demise, but that's what we're trying to avoid, is it becoming, you know, watered down. And you're from? I'm from Nashua, New Hampshire, which is a small city of just less than 100,000 people, about a half hour outside of Boston. It's like 5 minutes from the Massachusetts border. It's like, you know, my parents both, my mom's a librarian at a community college in Massachusetts, and my dad is he works in social services in New Hampshire. So I kind of grew up with, you know, very sort of middle class, like, you know, my parents were the first people in their generation to go to college and stuff like that. So I have like a good family life, even though I probably don't look at it. Dope. Probably don't look like it. Dope. You got morals in there. Deep down inside, yeah. But cool. I blame my parents. That's probably why you like him. You know, he's a little teddy bear deep down. Good guy, right? What? You think I'm a good guy? Yeah, you're good, I guess. Girls want a tough ass, you know, like exterior. Shawty want a thug. But they want a big heart. I thought, well, maybe they want a thug. I don't know. But I'm 30 now too, so she expects a certain level of discretion too. Because like the other day, she was getting out of the Uber to come see me, and the guys downstairs called her a whore or some shit. I just got out of an Uber. I didn't do anything. Uber, don't you pay for like somebody to come pick you up? Yeah, it's amazing. I just sensed it. You're a whore on the way out? No, not the driver. Just some dickhead who was just downstairs. Just, you know, but I think she appreciated my discretion at this point. Like there might have been a point in my life where I ran downstairs with a baseball bat or something, but you know. What happened? I let it go. He just asked if, like, when we went outside again, if like any of those guys were the guys that like screamed at me, and they weren't. I would have, but like the way I think about it now is like I would have gone and probably had a conversation with him and just been like, yo.
Or in jail.
Nah, I wouldn't have let it get violent.
Or I can't do that. He's in jail for murder.
You still getting a lot of fights or
Someone called this girl a whore. He's in jail for murder.
Yeah.
Do I still get a lot of fights? Nah, hell no.
Me neither. I'm trying to avoid that.
I don't go out. I don't do anything.
Okay, good.
If I go out, then maybe.
Yeah. And can I just say the other part? Like, so that's the come up. You know, that's the advertising based, you know, website business, and then we also have OSS, aka On Some Shit. That's our clothing line, and we also have a store in downtown LA. And if you ride BMX in downtown LA, you should come see us. If you don't ride BMX and you just like, you know, cool T-shirts or something, you can come see us too.
So plug some shit, and you got your own clothing line now as well.
Yeah, On Some Shit.
On Some Shit. What a great fucking name, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Did you think about me back in the day, always On Some Shit?
You were always one of my favorite dirt riders. Yeah. Well, I mean, no, I've heard stories about you.
Yeah. You know, like a company.
Are we not allowed to talk about that? Because you were just talking bad about people for doing drugs or something. But I mean, I was just thinking about how I read the original Stephen Murray Ride UK interview when he's talking about you guys going to contests back in the day, still seeing trails during the contest. And I was like, that when I read that was probably one of the realest things I ever read. I was
listening to Mike Tyson's. I read Mike Tyson's book on the way to Vegas yesterday, and you know what it is you partied your accomplishments. So every time he was winning a fight,
right,
he'd fucking go back to the ghetto where he was and where he felt comfortable, where he grew up with being the champ of the world, and he'd go fucking blow ropes with all his homies in the ghetto.
Yeah,
and then you know people would be looking at him like, yo, you're Mikey. He didn't want to be Mikey. Like he's a ghetto dude and he wants to party. And I kind of related to that because I was like, fuck, man, I'm from like the ghetto. And once I got established and was winning shit and had this, you know, I was partying on my accomplishments and it was just like one of those things. And I just got sucked up and lost and it was just too much. Life was just too good.
Yeah.
So it was a learning experience. You know, now I'm fucking 36 or whatever. And, you know, I learned from my mistakes and I'm watching all these younger kids and they're not even fucking up for good reasons. Like they didn't accomplish shit. They're dropping out of high school. They haven't even been able to say they did good for themselves yet. It's already, you know, they're just blowing it right out the gate. So
every kid wants to do drugs now, right?
And they don't have a mother. My niece, she doesn't have a father or a mother, you know? So, you know, she's got no proper guidance, you know, and no shortcut to like, hey, you want to be successful in life? This is the fucking road you got to take. But
I feel real lucky that I didn't really like mess around with serious drugs till I was like 24, 23.
You guys partied last night, don't even lie.
No, but we just smoked weed together. That's
You're partying all your accomplishments. You're like, we hit 100,000 followers. Boom, let's get some coke.
Let's smoke. She had the same experience with me with coke where I think she figured out that it's just too much.
It's gross.
Oh, you guys OD'd?
No, I never even did it.
It was better on the East Coast, so there's no point in doing it.
I haven't done it in a few years, so like I don't really.
You gotta call me next time. I got this dude named Johnny. He's got fire. I'm just fucking with you guys. Check us out. We're gonna play a song. We'll be right back. On my next guest is here, and we're gonna introduce her in a minute. We'll be right back. We'll play a little song. There's Hope. Zoo Brazil radio edit.
3, 2, 1. The Nasty Show.
So, Leilani is highly, Leilani.
It's fine if you get it wrong. I've been working for a guy for 3 years. He still gets it wrong every time.
How about I call you L?
L's fine.
You like L?
Yeah, whatever you want to call me.
Yeah. Oh, look at the accent. Because I'm just gonna have to be real.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I fucking roll. But the problem I'm having here is I wasn't supposed to be at that club that night.
Right.
See, this place had a party, and she, my little helper back there, got me here. I had some drinks. One thing led to another. I never go out. I never go anywhere. I have no clue what the fuck goes on in LA. I'm the biggest dork ever. Okay, I got 2 kids, fully put away. I almost said something I didn't want to say. But I got drunk. When I get drunk, the devil guy comes out or whatever. And so I stopped at this fucking bar up the street. And I'm introducing you guys that are listening to my guest right now and how we met. Leilani, what's your last name?
Doubting.
Doubting? Doubting. She's from British Columbia. She's British from England, you fucking retard. And I go to this club, right? And I tell the bouncers, there's a big list and all this fucking riffraff. And I'm like, listen, I'm the fucking man. Google me. I need to get in here right now. Totally random, like just being a dick. And the guy's like, yeah, Cory, come on in. And I'm like, wait, what? You fucking know me? And he's like, yeah. So I walk in and my buddy's with me. He's like, how did you do that? Like, I'm like, I fucking know I'm talking out my ass. So the guy is dead. Nobody's there. And I'm like, whatever, we'll have a drink and we'll leave. And then slowly but surely, the place started rocking. Like all these beautiful women started coming in. And it was random. And I noticed you. You were like a fucking diamond. No. Yeah, you were. Those of you, what's your Instagram?
Leilani Dowding. So Leilani Dowding.
Holy long. Jesus, that's hard to remember.
That's my name.
We're going to change it to L Dog.
Yeah. That was actually my name on Messenger for a while.
Was it? L Dog? Okay, that, dude, what am I, a fucking psychic? Listen, so my first thing, you want to know how I went to approach her respectfully?
What was your line? This is what I want to know.
This is what I said. I looked at her and I walked over and I said, hey, I'm going to buy you a horse. And she said, looked at me kind of funny and said, I already own a horse. And I said, no shit. I used to ride horses.
Did you?
Yeah, bro. I was a fucking jockey. I used to play polo on Argentina thoroughbreds in Florida. Don't judge a book by its cover.
You got a whole life I don't know about, yeah.
Dude, I'm nuts. This is when I was younger. But so right then we hit it off or whatever.
Yeah, we were talking about horses for like 10 minutes.
Right. Strictly horses.
Wow.
Weird, right?
That is weird, yeah.
And I was like, dude, do you know that I have a horse? And you're like, no, I just figured I'd say that.
Right. And so she shows me her Instagram with all these horses on me. This is fucking great. We have to go, I want to race you or something. Yeah. And then I said, actually, I got a radio show. Come on. So I got your number and here you are. So thank you for coming.
How long ago was this?
Thanks for inviting me.
How long did this take to make it happen?
About a month ago. Okay. Yeah. And it was random. And what I'm trying to get at is 2015, I'll do the same thing. But the rest of 2014, I'm going to have my talent on the set, and then I need my diamond for my talent, and to be honest, to make it worth my fucking 4-hour drive to get here on Thursdays. So knowing that I have all this potential in the room really makes my drive a lot more at ease.
Yeah, just to be surrounded by hot guys, hot girls. Yeah.
Oh, this is a great life. I'm from Florida. This shit don't happen, Yeah.
Where were you for 4 hours away?
I live in Oceanside, San Diego. Okay. So we haven't talked. We haven't, I was waiting for, and then my manager, does some research on you because I didn't look at any of your photos. I promise. You could like, I don't know if you have any what is it called when you just like if you wanted to use your breathe, like anything sexy because your voice is killing it.
Oh, I'm just listening.
Oh wow. Anyways, we're smothered in beauty here, and anyways, as we do some research on L Dog, come to find out she's super duper famous. I mean, she's done all kinds of dope shit from TV shows to beauty pageants to her own clothing line to reality shows. And down at the bottom it says ex-boyfriend or ex-husband. I mean, how many ex-husbands?
Okay, so I was married once. After 6 weeks, we went to Vegas and got married. Kind of silly. It lasted a year. And then I was engaged twice before that.
Wow, everybody wants to marry you, huh?
How old are you? Should know about?
35.
You're 35?
Yeah, I'm 36.
Shut up.
Sarah's 27 and she's got old shit complex.
And I'm old.
No, God, no. I feel so
You're
old.
so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. You are too. And you've got a great voice too.
Should we know about any of these fiancés? Any famous guys?
Anything juicy?
Horseback riders?
I personally don't know him, but I don't even know who the president is. I know he's...
They were English guys. I was living in England at the time. Relationships in England are so much more easier than out here. So
why?
I don't know. I think guys are a little bit more simple, and there's just too many hot chicks.
Where are they simple?
In England.
Are they simple?
Yeah, they're easier to lock down.
There's no hot girls in England.
I feel like
she's in America
guys.
now.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I came here and it's way harder. There's a lot of, there's so many pretty girls out here,
Because you hang out with guys like Cory.
Good point. I fucking stalked her, dude. Like I said, I saw there was a dark club and then there was this light. And I was just like...
The funny thing is I never go out either. That was the first time I think I've been to a club in maybe a year and a half.
Yeah. It was meant to be. You're glistening.
You know how I got her is because she's Twitter famous or whatever, and I just messaged her and asked her if she wanted to get pancakes, and that worked somehow.
Yes.
Damn, what a fucking legend.
That's accurate, right?
Kind of.
Something like that.
It wasn't about pancakes, I don't think.
Oh, shit.
You're just come hang out at the shop.
Or what?
And I was like,
I think I might have said something about pancakes.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
You wanted to be cool like the horse thing,
Well,
huh?
she listens to like rap music, so like I probably mentioned that somehow too.
Yeah. I cheated on my ex-boyfriend with you.
Yeah. Oh wow. Just throw that in there.
Amazing.
All right, back to her though.
Do you like her more for that, or
Yeah, because he's a fuck boy and he had it coming. So I mean, you know,
True.
I had to run through and.
Did you know who it was?
We're not going to talk about who it is.
Oh shit!
He thinks he's a rapper, so it was extra funny. No, I don't have anything against him. It was.
He's
it
a
seemed
nice
funny
guy.
at the time.
You guys are fucking devil. You guys are fucking devil.
That's
right
what me and my crew do. We just run around ruining relationships.
Let's talk about Leilani.
but you guys are
The diamond.
This show could go on. It's
like the bad side.
you guys
the
got
good
a lot of
side
shit to say. Fuck my topics. You guys got issues.
Give her a chance. Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is California, dude. Go back to England. This is what you got over here.
You know what I almost did? I was like, this July, I was like, you know what? I've got to get back to England. And I spent 2 weeks there and it was amazing and it was sunny and I thought I was going to move back. And then I went back 2 weeks later and it rained every day. I was like, scratch that.
Yeah, because now you're spoiled a little bit.
Yeah, like the weather here is so nice.
Yeah.
And then I took a road trip. I watched Horse Whisperer and I wanted to move to Montana for like
I did
a week.
too.
So I decided I was going to go on this road trip and I drove up to Montana with a friend of mine and we went and hung out for a day and we're like, no, it's too cold. Let's get back to Cali. So
You spoiled. Hey, look at you with a little tan and shit. No one from England has a tan.
they don't.
How long have you lived here now?
7 years.
Oh, really? So you're almost American washed.
Yeah.
You're like you still have your accent.
Americanized.
There we
or
go.
whitewashed. I think you combine it too.
Well, I didn't want to
she
say
is white.
Whitewashed. It's a melting pot.
She's like, I'm not washed up. No, so you started off your modeling in England and you were in a pageant and won the whole fucking universe of America. Universe of the world.
No, I won Miss Great Britain and then I went to Miss Universe, but I didn't win Miss Universe.
It says Asia.
Well, my mom's from the Philippines. So that's where I get my tan skin from. Except my mom's one of those Asians that likes to keep out the sun. So she's always screaming at me to
What an accent.
to cover up.
I got a boner.
I think he might be serious.
Is that weird? Is that weird?
I mean, depends how easily provoked you are, I guess.
This is too much for me right now.
It's the Lani effect.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, you have a name for
She has an
it.
effect.
Seriously.
You know what? I've had to deal with so many like obscene messages that I just joke
Poor
around about it.
baby. Poor thing.
I mean, I'm married with kids, and my wife is the best in the whole world, and I'm not going anywhere. But I'm a fan of beautiful women.
Yeah.
Everybody gets silent for a minute.
I'm with you.
Just saying. Anyways, and thanks for making my show more delighted. Is that a fucking word?
Delightful.
You guys are smart and evil.
And I like how they say it together at the same time.
Yeah, they like practice.
We're just good with
It's
grammar.
like a goth.
I want to see you guys have sex. Is that weird?
I got videos on my phone. I got text you.
He could send you some.
But can I just say, is that weird that like I have videos of her giving me head on my phone and I'll text them to my group chats with my friends and my friends don't want to look at it because they think it's gay to look at my dick or
No,
something.
they get too horny.
I think it makes them feel weird that they feel gay looking at my dick.
They don't want to bone your girl. They want to respect you, even though you stole her from your friend.
No, he's not my
That's
friend.
not his friend.
I don't know him, but
I'm just trying to
I just think it's weird because like to me, if you sent me a video like that, I would watch it. I wouldn't even consider the fact that it was your penis.
Adam's grimy. That's what I like
grimy,
about
though.
him. He's so dirty.
Yeah, girls like a little like thug. Yeah, yeah.
He's nasty.
Actually, I'm nasty.
He's nasty. He's nasty.
Don't get it twisted. So I like this. 2003 FHM Sexiest Woman in the World list.
Wow. Oh,
The English version. I don't know.
Sexiest English woman in the world list.
But he had a list right at the end. I thought.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I
don't
mean, there
give a
were
fuck.
Americans on there and
If
girls
you're
from
a-
everywhere else, but it was the English version.
Well, what you were representing for that country as the finest of what they got thrown into other girls around the world. Mm-hmm. Well, they did a good job.
Thank you.
But that's a big accomplishment. I mean, I'd walk around with a fucking shirt that says "sexiest motherfucker alive."
Hey, where in England?
A place called Bournemouth. It's in the south. It's on the beach, 2 hours outside of London.
Okay. I have a lot of English fans who might be listening to this. They're probably going to want to know. So it's...
Yeah, you guys, for anybody, pull up her Instagram and look who I'm talking to right now and just shoot me a text and tell me good fucking job.
There's a lot of pictures of dogs and horses on there. So I don't know. With the odd bikini pictures.
Okay, then go to her website. I looked at that because you have your own fashion line, right? You design dresses?
Yes.
And I looked at them. Is that weird?
No, that's cool. Your wife's beautiful. I think she should have one.
Me too.
She was beautiful in 1999 too.
Easy, bud.
That's when I had it on my wall.
Let me tell you what I really feel like. Let me tell you what I really think about
He knows I'm a fan.
Yeah, I know. No, but so that's a big fucking title. That's a huge accomplishment. And then, I mean, I obviously knew you're a model, and to be honest, like, you know, there's girls on shows, you know, and stuff, and I just want to help promote, you know, beautiful women that, you know, that I come across, because it's fucking fun. Oh shit! I got a long drive. Blah blah blah. I got a long drive, you know. So coming here, fucking 4 hours, knowing you were coming, and you.
That's the only thing.
Even though you sold me out last week.
How slow do you drive? Oceanside isn't that far.
In traffic, I leave here at 6 o'clock. Yeah, I'm like a parking lot all the way to my house. You know, I got here pretty fast, but I came here from Vegas last night. But my last 3 or 4 hours. Huh?
Shout out to Kennerson.
Yeah, Kenny. Shout out to little
good guy,
little Kenny. Now, so the Weakest Link, what is that? I feel like the Weakest Link is a TV show, right? Episode 3. Was that? I feel like I know what that is. Weakest Link.
Yeah, it's a game show, and then God, it was so long ago when I did
use your brain.
Yeah, you have to use your brain, and I'd been modeling for a while. It was like the first time I used it in a while. So
what happened?
I came second to a girl that always beats me in everything.
Really?
Yeah.
You know her?
Mm-hmm. Jackie Degg.
No way.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. What's the show like about? Like,
oh no, that was just a game show, and it was all for charity, and it was like a bunch of Page 3 girls because I was a Page 3 girl at the time.
Pastry girl?
Page 3 girl.
Pastry girl.
It's like
it's like, oh, I don't even know.
It's hard for Americans to understand that there are girls with their clothes off in the newspaper. Right?
So, yeah, there's basically a topless girl in the newspaper every day.
In England?
In England.
Just for the record, everyone in America knows about this TV show besides him. He's never watched TV. So.
No, I swear I heard of it. I was saying I heard of it.
So we were all competing against each other to like win it, and then whatever we won, we would give to charity. So
cool.
I mean, she gave it to an animal charity, which is what I would have given it to anyway. So
because you're a big animal lover.
Yeah, big.
I love that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all my horses were my best friends. I kissed them on the mouth. I blew air. You know, I just did weird shit. I mean, I rode them bareback. I jumped over my neighbor's fences. You know, I cleaned shit for fucking 8 hours a day.
I didn't believe you when you first told me that, but I do now.
What?
That you had horses and that you...
Well, I don't have any now.
No, that you did when you grew up.
Yeah. I lived on a ranch. I mean, I was a fucking redneck, and I used to live in Florida. Florida is a state where it's like redneck. You're either redneck or you're fucking Master P, which is this crazy gangster rapper.
But I'm
not
both,
from
though.
Florida.
Me too. That's the beauty of...
I'm both.
That's the beauty.
I'm not from Florida. But
that's the beauty of
We
like...
span the whole East Coast if you look at the three of us. She's right in the middle. You're down south. I'm up north.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then she's all the way over there.
I want to invite you guys back. And
but is this because you want to watch us have sex, as you previously stated?
I mean, I can't, you know, I want to, but I can't, you know, I got a visual. I just, shit's weird. I'm weird.
Check your phone.
Listen, I'm going to play you guys a little song. We'll be right back with some more weird talk on the Nasty Show. What the fuck's on? I want to play you guys real quick. I got this playlist, man, and it's growing on me, but Adam's going to listen to me like, fuck, man, he had me on and put this gay ass playlist on.
What song we're listening to?
I take the word gay back because I think that's offensive.
I want to listen to Xavier Wolf. That's my friend. He's
You're
my
wearing a
favorite
shirt.
rapper. And I'm wearing a shirt.
Fine,
I told him I would give him a shout out because he wanted to come with me.
Can I get the song?
I told him I was bringing the girl.
I need the song, man, if I'm going to play it.
Oh, so Xavier.
I need the song if I'm going to play it.
Oh yeah, you want to look it up right now?
No, I'll do it like when I edit the show. But give it a shout out because I don't even know what it's called.
It's called Xavier Wolf. Hear Ye.
Hear Ye?
Yeah. He talks like he's a fucking Shakespearean or something.
Hear ye, go.
Hear ye.
We'll be right back.
Look at all this mess. Hollow Squad is terrible. Tundra boy, Fury man, flexing now. I I don't give a fuck about none of you little boys. You foolish young niggas need to know I got a choice. I could beat your ass or just cut you cause I'm bored. My blade so sharp I almost cut myself. These niggas need to know I don't need help. And all these rappers know not to dare step to the wolf man for a reason. Hollow squad hunting all season, with the scout regiment intervening. And bitch, we don't die for a reason. We put death on you industry heathens. You see Thunder Man sitting on my left now, and we came from the terror in another realm. I cannot give a fuck about nothing now. You see truth in my floors, I don't need a ground.
Yo, we back. I want to give a shout out to Kimmery, my brains, for you know, printing out information on guests, highlighting it to get my fucking attention, and you know, getting them here to the studio, getting me to the studio. I mean, there's so much fucking that goes into this behind the scenes, and Kimmery really puts it all together. Without her, I wouldn't have a show, and that's all I got to say about that. So thank you very much, Kimmery. And now she's trying to show me some other stuff, but my ADD's kicking in so hard I can't fucking finish a sentence.
You ever take Adderall? You seem like you could use Adderall.
Yeah.
No.
That makes you go crazy.
I would like Adderall.
But I think given his current mental state, it might bring him down.
Really?
He should be on something.
I'm fucking pretty nuts.
I'm just saying, I don't think I've ever seen a more evident ADD case in my life. Like,
well, I want to talk to her.
Yeah, it's just overwhelming.
And then I want to talk to you, and then I want to talk to you, and I don't want to leave anything out.
No, but I think it's because you're like a creative, and creative people get ADD. Like,
yeah,
the world's usually boring to creative people. So.
It's part of it for everybody,
like,
yeah.
Know?
Well said, thank you. Listen, you're a retard, but you're a smart one.
No. You clearly have a certain genius about you. It was the Superman secrets, you know?
Boom. Hey, you know that movie? This has nothing to do with anything, but this is a funny story. You know that movie, Couples Retreat, and the guy with the fucking long hair, and he's in his Speedos, and he's working yoga with everybody else's wife. And he's real creepy, and he's like,
I have no idea.
Oh, come on.
I'm interested.
You guys don't?
No.
Oh, it's not even worth it. But do you know?
I've seen it.
Couples Retreat, and the guy's doing yoga with everybody's wives. Vince Vaughn's in it, you know, and whatever. And so, and then the guy's like this super Italian, like long haired Speedo guy, and he's fit, and, you know, and all the guys are out of shape, and he's working with their wives at this retreat, and he's bending them over, and he's like spreading their legs. Ooh, you like that? Yeah, that's good. You're doing that right. And then he goes, boom. And he does like this little, with his dick, you know, like he'll just push it on like someone's, and all the husbands are watching, you know, and it's real awkward, but it's part of the retreat, like the steps you take, you know, with your couple, with the, you know, with your girl.
And so you're saying that you see yourself as him?
No, I just like when you go, boom. Oh. You're like Superman Sir Gab, and I was like, boom. When you said that, that's why I went back.
Yeah.
And people know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
No, because I was doing it to my girl the other night in bed, and I didn't know where it came from, and I kept going. She was like, do-do-do-do, and I was like, cool, boom. And she was like, that's fucking weird. And I felt weird, and I was like, with my hair and I was like in my undies, and I was just like smacking her ass, and I was going, boom. And I was like, that feels real retarded, but God, I like that. And I was like, and then she goes, oh my fuck, you got that from the movie Couples Retreat. And I go, holy fuck, I did. It's the fucking dude, man. And he's just, yeah, anyways.
I feel like Aaron Ross used to always say boom on Twitter a lot.
It's not that boom though.
Oh,
it's not like boom,
it's
bitch.
Boom. Yeah,
it's like a perverted, like I got your girl, I'm teaching her yoga, stretch, boom.
Oh, well then boom. Yeah, I'm saying boom then.
Right?
We're taking everybody's girl, yeah.
But I did it without even knowing where it was coming from. And I kept doing boom. You want to get on the mic?
She's not even on the mic, and she's calling him a pervert over there.
Get on the mic. We'll talk about big black dicks. Who's weird now? Who's weird now?
That's not weird.
Black dicks.
What?
They're fine.
Big black dick.
You're my guest on my next show. How can you go from a big black ding dong to now back to white?
Because there's no difference.
But Nasty, could you appreciate a black dick just for
fuck's sake?
Just as art?
I've been there. I've been there lots of times. Yeah, it depends on the person.
It's funny. Adam's all looking at his chick. Wait, what? You have?
Oh, no. I know all about that.
Chick gets all his face, got all serious. He's like, wait, what?
She knows about all the grimy shit I've done, so I know about at least some of the grimy shit she's done.
A little.
Boom.
This is getting wild. I just wanted to touch a little bit on everything. Reality series, Tough Love in Miami.
Yes.
How was that?
That was the worst experience ever, but it was cool.
And was that like a reality show or a game show?
Okay, so it was a reality show, and I was stuck in a house for 6 weeks without my phone. I had this douchebag matchmaker try and tell me where I'm going wrong in relationships, and he was so wrong. And then he tried.
Really?
And then
that was a setup. They probably did that for the show.
Oh
to
yeah,
fucking get you pissed
and
off
they
and shit.
obviously they picked me because I've got a really short temper for like stupidity.
Casting, they may ask you all these questions.
Yeah.
I hate stupid people.
I hate it, and he was so annoying. And the thing is I would pretty much win the arguments, and they would just cut me winning out and just leave in what he said to make me look stupid. And then by
on
the
TV?
end, yeah. And then by the end of it, after like the 6 weeks, it makes me look as though I'm listening to him and I'm like in awe of what he says, and then I'm all happy at the end. And it's just
reality shows are fucked. My girl was on Top Model, the first one, and they were trying to. She had beautiful blonde fucking hair, all curly and all this shit, and they fucking were like, boom, and get off my girl, and they were trying to fucking make her get a haircut, like they do that, and she was like, wait, what? Like, you're gonna fucking ruin me.
Yeah,
like,
for
like,
sure.
I look good right now. This is a modeling contest. It was the first episode, the first one they ever did. So they were trying to fuck with the models, pissing them off, and then teasing them about me. She couldn't get a hold of me. It was a whole fucking drama world. But and they were making that be. So then they let her go because of like me. It was just fucked, and none of it was anything that she was actually even filming. All the cool shit she did, they didn't even show it.
Right.
They just showed what they set her up.
But I saw an episode where they had them in New York, freezing cold weather in bikinis, trying to prove a point of making them like do a bikini photo shoot in the ice. It's like, I was modeling for 10 years. That never happened to me.
Right, yeah.
Sounds
Like,
kind of
it's just
demeaning,
like stupid.
Yeah,
and
well, they
ridiculous.
run out of shit to do too, and everybody wants to see a girl wet. Boom. Fucking dude. So that's interesting. So did you get paid for that?
Yeah. And it was really good for my clothing line. I wore my dresses every day on the show, and
oh yes, go
sold a
back to
whole
your
bunch.
dresses, the open backs, love them.
Yeah.
How do you do the marketing? How do you sell? Like, where do we buy them? Like, how would I find your stuff online?
Yeah, you can find them online, leilunacollection.com, or
how do you spell your name again?
Okay, so my name's Leilani, Leilani, but I didn't want my clothing line to have my name, so I made it. It was half my name and half a friend's at the time,
and the correct spelling.
Leiluna.
And girls, if there is any out there listening right now that are super sexy, trust me when I tell you, this dress, I mean, you don't even have to be super sexy. You don't have to be even a pretty girl. I mean, you put this dress on and boom. That's that kind of boom, Adam.
It's
That's
funny.
that kind of boom.
Yeah.
Boom. That's not a pervert one. That's a fucking boom.
That's
Holy
like a boom.
Shit,
You look really
fire.
good in that dress.
Yeah. You know what's up. But no, the open backs, and I love the open fronts, no bra, with the fucking chest hanging.
Yeah.
I mean, not really hanging, that'd be boobies hanging, but the chest open.
Open.
And you kind of see like the chest bone, and then a little, so it's not a side boob because it's an inside side boob. So what do you call that?
Well,
Cleavage?
there is.
It's not even funny. It's the word.
Well, it's just funny that he doesn't know how to describe it, and he's just rattling on, and you sum up the whole thing in one word.
She's coming back.
She's good, right? She's mean.
good.
She's funny.
Love it.
It's so funny.
Like, hey, who the fuck is this dude again? That's funny.
Yeah, so there's that, and there are some dresses with like the open sides. You see a bit of side boob, but the main ones are the backless dresses. So, yeah, you get a lot of people coming up, and they're like always putting your arms around you, and I don't know.
They just like their hands are just like
yeah. Suddenly their hands kind of creep
instead
around
of
the
shaking
side.
your hand, they're just like
Yeah,
give me a hug.
Yeah.
Okay, so girls, definitely check out her dress line. It is amazing. If I see a girl in that dress, I'm just like, duh. And normally I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna play a little song before I fuck my life up, and be right back. I got some topics for today. We're all gonna chop up some weird fucking shit.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna get weird. So we'll be right back and play you a song. This isn't hip hop.
Well,
even though you love it.
We'll see how
you
it
want
goes.
some fucking Lil Wayne? I mean, what do we want to do?
I mean, you play whatever you like, you know?
I can't read this word. Vertigo.
Vertigo?
That's not exactly...
No one said I was smart, bro. No one said I was smart.
that's what I like about you.
Vertigo FM Belfast.
1. The Nasty Show.
Hello there. I got a fucking radio voice, right? Hey?
You do. You have a
Yeah.
good voice for it, I think.
You do.
I mean, my like, and then you're like, yeah.
I mean, not really. But you
really?
do. No, you have a great radio voice.
You do too.
Our voices are really buttery.
Whoa.
Buttery.
Buttery.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
when I think of butter, I think of like smooth.
Yeah.
I feel like ours is like choppy.
You both sound like you smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah, but
Does she?
Yes.
Do
I
you?
used to.
Do you?
No.
Oh,
I
you're
smoke a
that
little
guy
bit.
and you're that girl.
I don't smoke like that anymore.
She smoked.
Adam.
Yeah. It's true though. She
God.
smoked like one a day.
Yeah.
I might smoke one a day. Shit.
I used to
you don't
smoke
smoke.
like 2 packs of Newports a day.
All you do is drink water and sleep, huh?
No, I drink a lot of wine.
Every girl. My girl drinks 2 bottles of wine a night.
I smoke a lot of blunts and I don't drink at all really. So I don't
drink either.
I seen her drunk one time.
But
Yeah.
sometimes.
Very loud.
Yeah. It was around here.
Guys like us can't handle alcohol. And when we do, everybody remembers that we were the biggest piece of shit that night. Uh-oh. Right. And if we smoke weed, though,
Yeah.
fucking cool as a fan, like totally chilling.
Yeah.
It makes me fall asleep. I just
See, that's good
if
too.
I have, I'm just like out. It's like a sleeping pill. I'm just
Really?
out
You gotta do it
right
more.
away.
Yeah, I'll just put myself to bed. Like when I know it's time, like
Yeah.
when I'm too drunk, I'll find a bed, I'll make one. I'll go in someone's shower, pull the curtain
seen
across, find a pillow,
Damn.
scare them at
Wait,
7
Cory, you
a.m.
never
when I
slept in the
wake up.
shower?
Come on. When you've been drunk,
No,
and
I
you just
sleep
need to go
on,
to sleep.
I sleep on the bathroom floor next to the toilet bowl
Yeah.
because I have to throw up.
you're still
Like,
getting-
too sick.
You still get
Shower's more
drunk like that?
privacy.
I do that.
You still get drunk like that?
Well, because I don't drink, and when I do, I fucking send
Yeah.
it 5th gear pin, and I overdo it, and then I deal with the head spins, and then I just go straight to the toilet because I can't fucking like. I
You don't
can't
know the head
stop my
spin
breath.
trick?
No, what is it?
It's when you lay on a couch or a bed on your back with one leg up, and then one leg, you have to have your foot flat on the ground. And
that
that will
works.
keep you from spinning
Kid-
no
you're
matter
kidding me.
what.
Wow.
Really?
I've done that my whole life. I've only puked from
hate the
drinking
spin.
4 or 5 times.
Can you show me?
Yeah.
She's gonna get on the couch. Are these chairs good for it?
I'm going to pretend I'm on a
Let me see this because seriously, like this is an ingredient.
This might be an upskirt moment, Cory.
In what kind of chair? Does it have to be that chair? Like okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, or on the
I got it.
No, not on the floor.
I got it.
And this
So 1 foot and
this recalibrates
your
you.
1 foot was held.
or this is what I used to do. This is what I do when I don't want to puke. I lay in bed like this.
Like in bed.
Yeah.
She's sitting down with her head between her knees with her legs flat.
That's like yoga and shit. It's too much. I like the one leg up. That one works. The one leg
Other
up.
people are wandering around wondering what we're doing in here.
If you lay down with your head between your knees, it makes everything equal. It makes your balance like totally equal. It makes you not dizzy.
Weird.
I learned that in chorus class.
Your one leg was out sideways and facing.
Yeah.
Is your toes have to be pointing? And
No, your foot has to be flat on the ground.
Okay.
Like flat, totally flat. And you know,
I'm gonna give that a shot tonight. I'm gonna go home and I'll drink 2 bottles of Fireball. I'm gonna get myself spinning. Be like, don't trip, babe. I got it.
You remind me of Stevie because that's his favorite alcohol too, the Fireball.
It just goes down smooth, mate.
I don't know about that. That's too sweet.
It is kind of sweet, but I like candy.
It's like a
I'm
little
fucking
kid
such a
drink.
candy.
Yeah,
What
I
is
think
it?
too. Fireball?
Fireball?
Cinnamon whiskey.
Oh, sounds good.
it's very potent.
It's not. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Kimmery, can we get some Fireball?
But I'll wake up in the morning and I'll feel like
My
hungover,
mom-
but
my
I'll also
mom
feel
said
like
no.
I ate a fucking bag of Jolly Ranchers, you know? It's like so much sugar with it. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, is it bad for the fucking
Fucks
weight?
my
mate?
stomach up like crazy. No, I don't care about being fat. I just care about waking up feeling like I'm going to die.
Oh, You got to listen to your girlfriend and put 1 foot on the ground. 1 foot up.
I mean, she's got all these drunk tricks I didn't know about.
That's why I never puke when I drink, like ever.
She's over there with legs spread, one on the ground, one way up in the air. You're not even paying attention to anything what she's doing. You're just looking at her.
She does this all the time.
That's funny.
I don't really drink around you.
We haven't, no.
Just that one time.
Yeah.
I'd like to say shout out to the new Rockstar almond milk coffee. It's out in stores now, kids, and it is amazing. This shit keeps me going. Like I said, I've been up for the last 35 hours handling business straight, just drinking those things, and I still feel like I got energy.
Really?
Nah.
You got a lot of Master P references today.
I know.
He's a No Limit soldier.
I need to take a fucking nap.
But he also alluded, it was like as if
he's a 504 boy.
From Florida, they're not.
I know they're not. They're from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Okay, I got. This is from the fans. I asked some kids to give me some questions for like a super banging chick and then a badass dude and from the come up and I got for you I got tell me your wildest story because you have your own like event in the world, like you take the street kids and you guys do all these little street guest spots.
Oh, when you said wildest story, I thought we were gonna go down a different.
Don't use me.
I thought we were gonna talk about partying or something, but no.
No, just in general, like you're hanging out with all these little fucking pricks as we described them earlier.
True. Yeah.
And that's awesome. And you guys are smoking blunts, running around downtowns, every different city. You guys aren't from there, so I imagine you guys are just wrecking the fucking wrecking shop everywhere. And you're kind of older, and these kids are all younger. But you're kind of you're a fucking event, so you gotta be a good trooper. And I can imagine.
I try to organize it so that I don't have to take any personal responsibility so much, so that there are like responsible people around, so that I don't have to.
Yo, Kenny died. Call his mother. I'm out.
I don't know though. I mean, like I see kids do crazy shit, but it's not really like that crazy compared to like the early 2000s. If you were like riding street in New York or Boston, I feel like you would see shit that was a lot crazier than the shit you see now. Kids are a little bit more tame now.
Really?
Whereas when I was out riding back then, man, like when I first moved to New York, we used to see like dudes just get the shit beat out of them all the time. And like, I would see my friends fucking girls in the bushes at spots and shit when I first moved to New York. Like,
really?
I saw so much fucking wild ass shit. Yeah.
New York's gnarly though.
New York is way fucking crazier than LA at least. Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, but when I go back to New York, like I was just in New York with Mike Hoder and Edwin and stuff, and they don't give a fuck.
Well, that's when kids were doing it for fun. Let's go downtown street ride, and that's what was fun. And
it's still like that in a lot
all
of
the
places.
drama that went with it was the fun. And now I think what you're saying is now kids are actually trying to be street professionals and take it to the next level. So they're kind of just getting straight to the objects, doing fucking tricks off them in there, and all the. It's like dirt riding. If you don't dig, then you're kind of missing the whole fucking.
Yeah, like if you don't ride around, if you don't actually go out with your friends and experience the city or experience wherever you're at, then you're not really. That's not really street riding. Like street riding, if you just go to a fucking skate plaza and ride by yourself or whatever, it's just. I mean, they're missing out on a big.
The lifestyle, really.
Yeah, just going out with your friends and having fun.
Right.
Like, I'm sure, I never really rode trails, but I mean, it's the same.
Well, you got to dig,
same
put classic
concept.
rock on, and you fucking build the jump. You guys, your buddy smokes some blunts or whatever, and build the vibe with the radio, and then you fucking send it. But you have to dig, and so it goes with each other.
Yeah, the fun part of it. But kids think it's all about tricks now, and it's like,
exactly, the park kids, they don't even dig, and they're in the fucking do tour. You know what I'm saying? They don't even, they never even own their own trails. They don't even add a shovel. They just fucking can do double whip, triple whip, whatever the fuck, and then they're invited, but they're not real dirt jumpers, bro. And that's why I'm so excited about Dreamline this year, because they invited the real fucking OGs with dirt jump that actually have dirt jumps in yards and have, a little bit of experience with a shovel.
I'm glad I'm not a dirt jumper because it seems very complicated.
It's not, dude. It's like tattooing, all you need is the gun and the ink. And it's like, it's just like fucking riding. You need a shovel and a bike. So
Show's not skills.
And then for you, baby girl, what I want to ask you, oh my God. Fuck. We're not being videoed, right?
She's almost as old as you. You look a lot worse for wear, just for the record.
This is on my table, baby girl. We're not fucking like cameras are right. Okay. Anyways,
what?
I thought we were being filmed. They're doing like YouTube films and stuff. So it's all new. So they might have like little spy cameras everywhere.
You'd probably see it.
Not these days. Okay, so this is interesting. I was listening to Joe Rogan's show, and he brought up a cool topic, and I was like, fuck yeah. And I was wasted last night in the back of a car. My friend's dad took me home. Kenny, shout out again. Anderson. K. Anderson. Follow him on Instagram.
Anderson.
Anderson.
Don't do the Big Daddy thing, because that's a famous story. Is that Big Daddy said, Dennis Anderson on camera.
I do that too, though, dude. The A, the E, whatever. Tomatoes. Where the fuck's my topic? So he was talking about
Joe Rogan, right?
Boom.
I like Joe Rogan a lot too.
So here we go. In a weird way. Time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Time's crazy. We're born. We open our eyes. We experience shit. We move on. We get older. We witness stuff. We have memories. And all we have in life is, images of certain things we've done. Even dreams, there's images. There's things that, images. Let's put it in a big file. But who's to say that all the memories you had was, the images. Well, like Joe was saying, like, let's say I woke up today and today was my first day on earth and everything that I thought was a hallucination. Everything I thought, all the images in my head and memories were all an illusion. And today's the first day I'm here.
Yeah.
And all of us, what do you think about that?
How would you live your life differently?
Well, great fucking question.
That's the thing about it, is that all you are is the combined result of all your experiences. So,
and cameras prove, hey, I did do that. I got a picture.
Well, cameras are nice, but that's the weird thing about it when you say with memory is that you remember everything wrong. Like everyone remembers everything wrong. Like if you go on vacation, how much do you really remember about the vacation? You might remember like 3 scenes in your head 10 years later, and you'd still say like, oh yeah, it was a good vacation, but you don't fucking remember anything about it. You just kind of remember like the feeling that you got from that experience.
But how do you know we weren't just put in today, everybody? Like, it was so trippy what he was saying. Like, when you die and you're in your deathbed, the last thing you have, fuck your nice car, fuck who you were, what your career was, fuck your relationship and your kid and like everything. Like, none of that matters. Like, it does, because all you have in the end is those memories. Yeah. But then you're dead. Then what?
And that's the weird thing when you start to accumulate money or like a business or something. You start to think about like, damn, when I'm dead, this is all.
Nothing matters.
Who gives a fuck?
It's not done if you've left memories with other people.
But who gives a fuck about them either? They're all going to be dead too.
Yeah, but until they die, you're going to be part of their memory.
It just goes on and on and on.
But even if you write a book, like say that you really like leave something for future generations, you write a book, you make a TV show that's on TV for 10 seasons, it still doesn't mean shit because everyone's still going to forget all about it 10 or 15 years later.
Right. Exactly. I thought that was so interesting.
Just so negative.
Nah, it's good because it frees you from the confines of like having to feel as if your life really matters. Like everybody has this really like delusional, like self-obsessed perspective on life. And I'm certainly one of them, but you got to kind of keep in mind and be aware of it.
What do you think, L-Dog?
So you saying that if I woke up and I couldn't remember them or they were hallucinations, or
just like today when you got out of bed, you're really here. This is really happening. You know, this is just another day in your life, right? But what happens if, you dreamt everything? I would be
so sad. I would be so sad.
That was so genuine.
You're like, have you never had that when you you have this amazing dream and then you wake up and it's not real and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I have dreams where I wake up and I'm really sad and I'm so glad it's not real. But most of the time I think.
How do we know that's not life though? How do we know we're not fucking dreaming?
We could be.
You understand?
We need a neurologist.
If I woke up after this, I would be really sad after this dream because this has been a nice little life. And if this life's a dream, then I kind of would be sad when I woke up.
This still stands out to you?
I'd want to redo it and live it.
This still stands out to you even after having TV shows and stuff? Cory Nastazio?
All of that stuff, stuff isn't like,
together,
like to me, like having gone through all of the, doing the TV stuff and the modeling, all of that shit doesn't matter. But like what I take from it and what I love
it's a lot of hard work
and
it's a lot of, you dedicate your whole life to X
I don't know. I would want to do all of that again. It was like so difficult and hard, but the best things I can think of from my life have always been like experiences with my best friends and my family, my dogs, my horse. Like I would want to have all of that again, but I don't know if I would want to put the hard work that I put in. Like I worked really hard and it's like tough.
Don't you think it's kind of weird though that like, you've done the reality show thing, so now you can watch a reality show and not think it's that big a deal, whereas like the average person thinks that being on TV is the biggest fucking deal in the world.
And I think it's all real.
Yeah, that's so
cool.
true.
It's cool to do it so you realize it doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter. Like everything, like
that's
a lot of
interesting.
Yeah.
Good point.
My work stuff, that's the modeling, like all of that stuff, I'm like, why did I want to do it so much? Like, why was it that important?
Because it's unsatisfying at the end of the day,
And then the real important stuff
is your horse.
Is my horse. I mean, you just have to look at my Instagram to see what's important to me. Like
totally, mine too. Because I put up about 10 posts a day that I take down within 3 seconds. Like 10 seconds.
I've seen
put it
some
up.
beautiful ones of your kids. They're
Well, see, that means something to me. I leave that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of them is my bike.
Yeah, you got some
I swear
cool
I love
ones,
my
though.
family more. And I've been married to my bike for 20 years, and I'm not necessarily married to my girl. So my bike's gonna, and we have to edit that. You good at that? Okay. Just fucking around. So you asked me a question that was interesting because that was what they asked. So what would you say? How would I want life to be?
Well, I mean, people behave differently when they think that they have like a day left or 2 days left or whatever, but it's kind of weird to think that, you know, I maybe have like 20,000 days left or something. And that
How many days?
20,000.
20,000 days left.
Well, if I'm 30, then I've been alive for like approximately 11,000 days. So
You're not even you haven't even lived half your life though. You still have 10 more years to live half your life.
I'm saying if I lived to be 90, I might have lived 30,000 days total. So it's kind of like, I always try to think of that because it's such a depressing feeling to like waste a day, to go through your day and not really like do something you're excited about or anything like that. So totally. I try to keep those kind of things in mind. You don't have a lot of opportunities to do things in your life, you know?
Hey, the older you get, the more you start knowing time's valuable and you don't have time to waste. That comes with age.
That's why statistically you get happier even as you get older, even when you're like 80.
You're accomplishing shit, like you're getting shit done.
Or because you realize more that nothing matters. And that, like,
and it goes so fast now as well.
Yeah.
Like,
dude.
I remember when I was a kid, summer holidays, I was like kind of
forever,
bored.
right?
Yeah, I was like kind of bored by the end, like 6 weeks. Like now 6 weeks just flies by.
So fucking weird, huh?
Yeah. So scary.
Jesus Christ, the life of an adult. My mom and dad used to always tell me that kind of shit.
And it means nothing to you as a kid.
I was like, give me some fucking Skittles.
It's not even worth saying that to a kid,
Right? Totally. But I do that all the time to my kid.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know. But I was saying this yesterday to my homies. I was like, dude, in the perfect world, I think that we only have like 90 years, let's say.
Yeah.
A good fucking full life, 90, let's say.
That's a long life.
It's a long life.
That's really long.
But it's not fucking long enough. I say we double up. I say you give us 90 plus 90. What's that, 180?
Dude, modern science will eventually make death kind of like irrelevant.
But if we could stay, so how would we age if it was double?
It's just, that's going to be the question is like,
Way
how long
slower.
ethically do we want to keep people alive?
In the perfect world, I want 180 years.
I think,
and I want to stop aging so damn fast, and I want to spread it out through the 180.
Yeah,
you know, super slow. So really, when I'm 30, I have 25, 30 years to be in my 30, around 30.
That would be nice.
To spread it.
Imagine how much more we could accomplish.
Because these years, like we just said, are going so fast. Yeah. Like I'm 30. Oh, I'm 31. Oh, I'm 32. It's like before I know it, it's like my numbers are just ticking, and I'm like, dude, like let me just sit on 30 for like 4 years.
Imagine if you could have experienced like Snoop Dogg and Drake all within your 20s.
See?
You'd be so well informed.
Yeah.
You would know so much about the world, you know?
And you know what? You know what does live longer and last longer? Obviously, computers. Because computers are never going to die. And they have all that built information in them.
No, they're all so obsolete and irrelevant now.
Computers in general? We all got little ones in our pockets.
That sounded awesome. I don't even know what it means, but it sounded awesome.
Obsolete.
Obsolete and irrelevant now.
They're like users now. You can't use like a 10-year-old computer. Like my Macs.
Hell no.
My Macs run out after a year and a half. They get full and then they start slowing down and then you have to download the new software.
So you're right. So a computer doesn't last.
Yeah, it doesn't
it fills up, right? It fills up and then you got to get a new.
And they bring out some new technology that makes you have to upgrade your computer. They're such scammers.
I want to get a new computer every year. That sounds amazing.
Money.
I've had the same computer since 2007 and everyone makes fun of me.
But if you established everything in your computer,
me included,
that you needed, everything was in that computer you needed, and you didn't have to put any more data into it, you're fucking fully set. It's not going anywhere. You can die and it'll still be loaded with all that shit.
One day they're going to change the electric plugs again.
And it's going to die?
You can't even like put a power charger in it
They're probably
anymore.
not going to adapt it to it. Oh, you mean for the Mac? Yeah.
That's funny. Anyways, I got weird on that because I thought that was interesting. And I just wanted to hear your guys' opinion. What do you think over there, Sassy Cat?
Sassy Cat. I got to remember that.
Sassy Cat. I don't know. I don't really care.
That a girl. You have an attention span like mine. See, listen, I would have spaced out a long time ago if I didn't have to ask you guys questions.
Well, you've got your stuff written down.
You're fucking smart, man. And you got great eyes. Okay, one more thing, and I'll let you guys go. I know you guys got a busy life being a supermodel and being the fucking president of BMX world. And
people think that too, though. People really think I run all of BMX.
It's good. You know what? It's about time. It's about time. It's about time. And I'll say this real quick. It's about time we got a real motherfucker, as the face in a sense, because when the Dew Tour blew up, Daniel Deers and Mike Spinner, they killed BMX for me, bro.
You're willing to throw Dares in there too? He's a fuckboy.
I'm sorry, bro, but it's just is what it is. I got to be honest. I mean, everybody that watches the Dew Tour and thinks BMX, their two faces were Mike Spinner and Daniel Deers. That's what my sport was compared to, and that's all the people that don't know BMX that watch it for the first time saw all these two fucking dorks as BMX. And I start this shit, and I'm nowhere to be found. And people, all they read is those two dudes. Nah, bro. So for that reason, I was out. Just like the fucking Shark Tank. And for that, I'm out.
You look at a lot of skate contests and these fools seem a lot, and then when you look at our shit and you're like, damn, we really got Daniel Dares and Mike Spinner out there. But
well, I mean, it's just good that you created this like real fucking, like, this is what it's about. This is what, and I don't even ride street. I'm just giving you props to that. I don't even ride
street. You jumped that 17
I do
star
dirt's like fucking rollerblade. It kind of died out. It's kind of whatever, and motherfuckers.
You just call dirt rollerblading?
Well, dudes are, as far as the industry, because
there's some guy at Caddy Woods who's going to kill you right now.
The industry ruined my sport.
You feel?
They put two jumps on the biggest fucking national, biggest TV, outlet ever, and they put two jumps in a row, and they bring a bunch of park riders in. That's not fucking dirt, dude.
But see, that's the weird thing, is that it became like a detachment where the shit you fell in love with was real dirt riding, like actually just riding with your friends, and then it becomes where dirt riding is the X Games, and that's not true. Like, street riding can never be the X Games.
It's jaded. The industry is jaded my sport, and they got it all twisted, and that's all I got to say about that. But I'm in it for the love, and I'm a real nigga, so that's what's up. But I'm gonna take a little break.
How come he can say the N-word and I can't?
Nigga.
Yeah. But still, you sound good saying it. You sound like
his voice sounds better.
I'm not gonna risk it, but you sound good saying it.
I'm gonna play the song "Feel the Love" by John Newton.
3, 2, 1. The Nasty Show.
Okay, and this is big, guys. This is big.
What?
I want to watch you guys have sex.
You already said that.
I already said that. All right. My notes are all fucked up. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. So 9/11.
Oh, wow.
And this, I think it was in 2002?
2001. I lived around DC at the time, so it was really crazy.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask you about it.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'll tell you my story real quick. I grew up in those Twin Towers. I'm from New York. I was born there. Yeah. So I was there, and I was at the Gravity Games, and I flew out like a day before, and actually I wasn't. I was in Florida doing a documentary, and I was getting ready to get on a plane, and when the buildings hit when the planes hit the buildings and the buildings were crashing, I was with my friend over here, Florida, and we didn't know what the fuck happened to the world. Like, it was the gnarliest thing. And I partied all night, came home to my hotel. On the monitor, this second plane hits. And I'm fucked up. Like, I was on one that night. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is real. And I'm like, oh shit. So I run up to her. I'm like, look, turn on the news. The world, it was a war. Like, what the fuck? And it was the planes. And we had a plane catch that night back to California, all the way across America. We didn't know what was happening. Anyways, we ended up staying there. I was going to buy a car. It was a nightmare. But I grew up around the Twin Towers, and all my brothers are firemen and police actually in New York, and they were actually there. They helping some people with that whole thing. But shout out to all the families that lost somebody. Super. I can't even imagine, man. And I don't know, why when you watch those buildings fall and you think about the people that are stuck in there. And I was right. I think 2 months before I had a contest right there in Seaport, and I went into the top of that building for for fun. And the next 2 months later, a fucking plane hit it, and I was like, dude, that could have been me in there. And I just felt like I don't know. It was really trippy and that made history. Like, when we were younger, we learned about history and the wars and all this crazy shit that was catastrophic, and we were learning about history. And then in my older age, I actually witnessed it. And now my kids are going through history, but that's something we actually saw here, right? All of us, we actually witnessed it. And it just blows my fucking mind. You know what I'm saying?
It's finally people are even... And I mean, the issues that caused it are still going on overseas and stuff too. And it's kind of crazy because I feel like finally people are maybe starting to gain more of a perspective on what actually happened. And
where were you that day?
I was sitting in 11th grade art class.
Did the schools tell everybody to go home?
Nah, they left normal time. But I mean, I remember just going home and watching it on TV and being like, "This is fucking crazy." Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Cyprus. No, where was I? I was in Ayia Napa, Cyprus. I was sat on the beach, and my friend was a banker. She just got a first year as a banker. She said she worked with all the people on the top floor of Cantor Fitzgerald. So I'm running over on the beach, like went and got some watermelon, a little shack thing.
Are you in England or America?
Yeah. No, I was living in England. I was on holiday in Cyprus, and it was like big party town, right? Where everyone goes when you're like 20 or something. So I ran over to my friends. I'm like, guys, like there's a plane flown into the Pentagon. There's like the Twin Towers. They all looked at me like,
it was weird.
Right. And they just like said, shut up. They kept on drinking. They didn't believe what I was saying. Then they look at their phones and everyone's got like 200 missed calls from like, work, family, everything.
Everybody was in shock and denial. Like nobody could believe it.
Shit, we got to fly home. I didn't want to get on a plane.
Right. And now at 9/11, do you ever think like, where were you, baby girl? Where were you?
I was like 15 and all of my friends were like, we gotta fuck our boyfriends today and lose our virginities because the world's gonna come to an end. And I was grounded.
What a beast,
so
dude.
I couldn't do it.
I didn't get any of that.
Holy shit.
I was grounded, so I couldn't do it. I had to wait till November 13th when I wasn't grounded anymore.
All my friends were virgins, so I said we all gotta get fucked by our boyfriends because the world's ending. I'm gonna fucking end the show on that note.
That's an argument to have sex right now is the world could end tomorrow.
There you go.
Just get it over with.
Or was it a dream?
If you're a virgin out there, just go have sex with the first person you see on the street, even if it's a fucking
you could
homeless
die.
person.
Because today, I think about it like because it was New York, East Coast.
Yeah. Well, I was in New Hampshire.
I was in DC, so.
And Hollywood, LA.
Yeah. It's so
everybody
separate.
else in the world is like, fuck you people in California. You snooty motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Let's drop a bomb on them bitches. It's them, their turn next. Oh, well, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is crazy. Yeah, I got a tattoo. This Molotov punk rock, Statue of Liberty, holding a Molotov cocktail, standing in fire, the Statue of Liberty. I got that night. That night, I got that tattoo.
Also right after.
Right before. Dude.
Wow.
Good point, Kim. And I went all night. So when I saw the buildings fall, I get back to fucking Times Square. No, what's the fucking, the magazine, the big magazine? Time. Was that it? They show a picture. They show a picture of the buildings falling and a smoke cloud of smoke, a scary.
Oh, the demon.
His fucking face. His fucking face was going as it's falling, and that fucking newspaper captured it and put it. It was on the newspaper, and I look at Kimmery and I go, I saw it on actual TV, but they took that picture that I saw on the TV. I'm like, did you see that? Like that was that was like the devil, bro. It was like some other crazy shit, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. And I saw that face and I automatically was like, holy shit, I have the Statue of Liberty standing in flames holding a bomb. And I got that last night before this happened. Weirdest fucking thing ever, right?
12 hours before.
Everybody's laughing. Oh, you're so funny. No, it was fucking scary, dude. I was thinking, who's after? Like, why do I have anything to do? Like, no. Like, don't, like, what?
Real range of emotions there.
Oh, man. You know what I'm fucking trying to say. So anyways, I'll let you guys get out of here. Thanks for coming in. Adam, you're the man.
Corey, thanks for having me.
Your girl, she's beautiful and her voice is very sexy. What was your name again, sweetheart?
It's Sarah.
I just want to say Elvira, but I mean, you just need the
That's
boobies.
okay.
You just need the boobs. You got to buy her some boobies.
Oh, no.
And then
she don't want them. She's natural.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying for the Elvira thing, Elvira's got some big stacks. But
maybe one day.
Shit.
No.
I like the goth teenager look, you know.
Yeah,
so.
me too.
She's fucking sick, pig. Thanks for coming to the show.
So follow at SJ Hilla.
You don't have to follow me.
No.
Follow me on some shit on Instagram. That's all you got to do.
On some shit.
You should follow Leilani though.
What's the you have a YouTube channel?
YouTube.com/TheComeUpBMX, or just search The Come Up BMX, or just search BMX on YouTube, or maybe not even search anything. Just look around because you'll just find our shit because we're so fucking huge on there. So
boom. Hey. What kind of boom should I do with that? Should I do the perverted one?
That's the boom that just occurred over Vital BMX's collective consciousness.
That's the real boom. Like,
yeah, every day all the Vital BMX employees wake up and look at our YouTube channel and cry. So that's boom. Like that's a Kleenex
like
boom in their bedrooms.
And what about you, sweetheart?
Follow me At Leilani Dowding.
You know what? You've said that 3 times, but you need to say it more because it's complicated. And people, please look at who I went out of my way to track down in this world of LA, the one that I had, and bring in to compliment my show.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
Thanks for listening, guys.
People don't know how hard this is for Cory.
No, it's hard for me to know what it is.
Yeah, he's surrounded by girls and he doesn't know what to do with himself. He's flying off the handle.
No, I do know what to do with myself, but I you know, it's like that. I gotta switch, like, you know. Okay, I'm out. I'm gonna play you guys a little song.
ONSOMESHIT.com.
ONSOMESHIT.com. Real talk, and then
Hashtag BMX.
I'll leave you guys with
fuck her right in the pussy.
True romance. Since we're being gentlemen.